Yo, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm going to give you all a beginner's guide to Deepwoken Playground. I'm going to go over a lot of things, so I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible. If you guys need more videos like this or tips in general, please do let me know, as I'd like to hear some feedback. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's get right into it. Before we actually start, some stuff to know from actual Deepwoken for people who don't know are F to parry, hold F to block, left click to hit, right click to feint, Q to dash and dodge, and finally C to use bell. After this, the basic things about Deepwoken Playground, like where to get armor, mantras, and bells. You can access these by clicking settings on top left. Mantras are free and you can pick 5 of your choice. Armors give buffs. Most of them are the same, but some of them are different. I suggest picking an armor like Black Diver or Authority Commander. For bells, you have to unlock them. And for this, there are 2 different methods. The first method is to get 115 kills in the overworld and kill Myrmidon. But the easier method is to get 50 kills in depths. This does not have to be player kills. Now, what I like to do, it's a bit cheesy, but I usually get 50 kills in the overworld and then I go to depths and kill 1 mob. It gives you bell immediately. After you get bell, you can go in settings and choose whichever bell you want, with dimensional travel and crazy slots being game passes. Next up are kill rewards and races. Now, this is a system where kills are currency, and to buy things that are either cosmetic or can provide an advantage, like for example rolling an enchant for 50 kills. All of these are NPC kills and not player kills, but player kills do give you 1 NPC kill as well. Every mob has a different amount of kill rewards. I'm going to put a list on the screen so you can feel free to pause on how many kills each mob gives. Races don't actually give an advantage and are completely cosmetic, and they just change your race obviously and your last name. Next thing I want to talk about are game passes. Now, a few game passes you can get from just playing, like for example Ardour, Candy Cane, and Dawnwalker. But there are also game passes like Private Servers and Animal King that you cannot get from playing the game normally. Private servers give you access to your own private server, of course, providing a code you can share with people. Animal King gives you the normal Animal King buff, like in Real Deep, this being mobs not going after you. But you can also spawn mobs with more or less a 30-second cooldown. This is not confirmed, this is just an estimate. Now, this game pass might sound broken, but it is 5,000 Robux. So not everyone has that laying around. Now, about a game pass, the Candy Cane to be exact, this can be obtained through being dropped by Myrmidon and being immediately in your unlocks. This is dropped with a 1 out of 85 chance, so it's quite rare. And it's a rapier type weapon. Now, as I mentioned before, you can get Dawnwalker by playing the game. This is obtained through Oath Shards. But along with Dawnwalker, there is also Blind Seer. For Dawnwalker, you need to get 125 Oath Shards and go to this NPC I am at right now. And for Blind Seer, you need to get 40 willpower and the 3 mental fortress talents. And then if you want to get Sightless Beam, you need 30 Oath Shards. And talk with the writing on the wall where you got Blind Seer. If you want more information about these oaths, I also have videos on my channel explaining both of these oaths in detail on how to get them. Something that a few people don't know is how to get double scaling weapons and what they scale off. For example, Curve or Crit Blade. You can obtain these pretty commonly from depth chests or quite rare from Myrmidon for people that don't want to go to depths. Curve Blade scales off Gale Breath and Medium, Grand Sudaruska scales off Frostdraw and Heavy, Crit Blade scales off Shadowcast and Heavy, and finally, Light's Final Toll scales off Willpower and Light. Next, what I want to talk about is the best weapons for each playstyle, as in for Spear, Sword, Dagger, etc. I'll start with Spear. This is probably going to be the Truth Seraph Spear, dealing good damage, good speed, and bleed. Next, for Sword, I would personally say Serpent's Edge, but it's a debate between Serpent's Edge and Razor Cutlass. Still not clear. After, we have Rapier. The best one is probably going to be Kerstriza, which is the one that usually drops from layer 2 in the real Deepwoken. Now for guns, it has to be Dragoons. It just does the most damage. Next, for greatswords, it's going to have to be Cryptblade with a crazy 52 M1 damage and Ether Sealing. Great Axe would be Grand Saruska with the same M1 damage as Crypt. It is really good. For Dagger, it's going to have to be Cerulean Knife. And for Fists, it's Light's Final Toll. These are without counting crazy slots, since they are mostly the best in their category, and not everyone has it, since it's a game pass. After that, we have how to get enchants. Enchants have a few methods to be obtained. These being killing anything, drop from chests, any chest, but it's quite rare. Killing Primadon for a high chance to get a lot of enchants, usually between 2 and 5 enchants. And rolling an enchant for 50 kills in settings, which is the only method to get an enchanted legendary weapon. The best way to get enchants, I would probably say it's from rolling a random enchant, because the chances of you getting an enchanted drop for the weapon you want exactly is very low. Now these are opinions, but the best enchants I would say are Elastic, Providence Thorns, and Blazing with Azure Flames. Now to talk about Azure Flames, this is something that is currently used in most good builds, as it does more damage to flame moves and does more burn damage. This burn damage also proccing on M1 with the Blazing enchant, which is why it's so good. The way to get Azure Flames is 75 Flame Charm and 40 Willpower. This will come up as a talent card, so make sure you put these stats first before doing your cards. A really important aspect in this game is that items have different HP and Ether with the different amount of stars they have. This HP and Ether is different between the overworld and depths. In the overworld, the max amount of HP and Ether an item can have is 36, and in the depths it's 64. These items aren't really that rare, but if you want a perfect 64 HP and 64 Ether build with every item, it will take you very long. Next is something a little less important but still quite good to know about. This is Murmur or Ardour. You can obtain Murmur by killing Primadon, no stats required, it will give you it no matter what. This can be activated by pressing H. Then to get Ardour Scream you have to get 15 strength and 40 willpower and kill Primadon. This will show up as a talent card, so you have to kill Primadon before picking all of your cards and having those stats. When you use this, people around you will lose sanity and take more damage as long as they have purple effect around their body. This can be used by holding H. But when you use this, it takes away all your Ether. Guilds are a thing in this game, and it's mostly just a social thing, but there was a tournament once, and who knows if there will be another one. To make a guild, you can make it at Bandit Camp with this NPC here. It costs 100 notes, which is equivalent to 10 player kills. To invite people to your guild, they had to have made a guild before and disbanded it. Then you just click them with a guild leader or officer, and it will pop up a message if they want to join. This is a weird bug that will hopefully be fixed in the future, but for now it will be like this. To promote someone to be an officer to your guild, you just have to click them again and it will say promote. Following this, we have monster mantras. There are currently 2 monster mantras, these being Coral Spear and Enforcer Pole. To get Coral Spear, you have to kill a normal Sharko, and there's a chance it will drop its coral. You just want to consume this and you can get the mantra. Then for Enforcer Pole, you have to do the same but with an Alpha Sharko. These will sometimes drop Enforcer Eyes. You just want to consume that and you get it. These mantras don't actually count for the total mantra count, so if you get these, you can get 7 mantras, and 8 if you have an Oath move. The best monster mantra is going to have to be Coral Spear, doing high armor damage and long stun. Finally, we have Whirlpools. These are located here, indicated in this picture. There are 4 of them. Through these Whirlpools is how you get to depths. In depths, there are all kinds of mobs, but with higher spawn rates. But if you die once, you wipe your slot. This makes you lose kills, player kills, and your build. But you do keep your unlocks like game passes, bot races, or game pass drops. But you do not keep oaths unless you bought them with Robux. That's all for this video. If there's anything I missed, please do let me know, since I tried to cover everything in the game. This took forever to make, and I would appreciate some support. And I hope this video helped a few of you guys. And I'll see you in my next video.